What's up guys, it's Tommy here and today is the day when Liverpool can officially become Premier League champions. I'm so excited. If you are excited as well, make sure to leave a like. And in this video we will talk about what Arne Slot said about this season. But first we will talk about Milos Kerkez, because Liverpool are favorites to sign the brilliant left back that some experts are already calling world class. I think that's too far, but he has the potential to be world class. And Ben Jacobs is reporting that Liverpool are leading the race for Milos Kerkez. You guys asked for the update and here it is. The 21-year-old Hungarian left back is having an amazing season and he's exactly the type of player that would slot into Arne Slot's system, because he's dynamic, fast, skillful, very high work rate and intensity, and he's brilliant on the ball, and defensively he's pretty solid as well. And he already has 2 goals and 5 assists this season, and considering that Robertson and Tsimikas have combined just 1 assist, 0 goals, it would be a huge upgrade on either Robertson or Tsimikas. And yes, Milos Kerkez doesn't have a release clause, but he is available for around £40 million. And Bournemouth are also interested in a few Liverpool players. Kevin Kelleher, Harvey Elliott, Ben Doak, just to name 3 of them that Bournemouth would be interested in. And Liverpool could do a deal of a player plus cash transfer for Milos Kerkez. Kerkez will decide his future at the end of the season, but talks are already underway with his representatives. That was confirmed by another journalist. Liverpool's rivals are not entering fresh Kerkez talks just yet, because Chelsea, Arsenal and Man City have all looked at Kerkez in the past, as also did Man United, but they signed Patrick Dorgu in the January transfer window. None of these 4 clubs have entered fresh Kerkez talks, and it remains to be seen whether that will change during the summer. But Liverpool can get a march on them, and Liverpool can get almost the signature on the contract from Kerkez by the time these clubs enter the negotiations. And Liverpool want a left back who could be the long-term replacement for Andy Robertson. He is turning 30 years old this year, and Liverpool like to find younger profiles, while the player that ultimately replaces remains at the club, leading to a smooth transition. It's the same approach with the goalkeeping department. We are signing Mamardashvili to one day replace Alisson, but he can play another 2 or 3 years at Liverpool while watching Alisson in action and learning from him. And yes, Liverpool have the 28-year-old Tsimikas as well, but he's not a long-term replacement for Robertson. He's just 2 years younger and not much better than Robertson. Real Madrid also appreciate Kerkez, but they want to sign a right back, not a left back at the moment. And Real Madrid are still confident for signing Trent Alexander-Arnold on a free transfer. And Nick Wright did a brilliant analysis on why exactly Milos Kerkez would be a brilliant transfer for Liverpool, because he has a unique blend of qualities that makes Milos Kerkez appeal to Europe's elite clubs. And Kerkez showed his potential in patches even at AZ Alkmaar, but certainly at Bournemouth, and he was encouraged to push higher up by the Bournemouth manager Andoni Iraola. And 2 goals, 5 assists is testament to Kerkez's attacking talent. Last season he only had 1 assist, so this season Iraola gave Kerkez a lot more attacking responsibility, and he is also having more touches, making more passes, and they are coming in more advanced areas as well. He's crossing more, he's creating more. Iraola has highlighted Kerkez's improved decision making, saying he's adding quality to his deliveries. He's more calm when he arrives in and around the box. And Kerkez is an exceptional athlete. His speed and stamina evident in the fact that he ranks among the top 10 players in the Premier League this season for distance covered and for sprints as well. And only 15 players have carried the ball further than Milos Kerkez this season. As you can see, he ranks 9th in distance covered, or he ranks 4th in sprints made in the Premier League. He ranks 2nd in overlapping runs made, which I absolutely love when the fullback overlaps the winger, giving the opposition fullback defending the chance a real headache. And in terms of overlapping runs, it looks like he is first. Sorry, with underlapping runs, he is first. So when he underlaps inside winger or whoever is on the wing, and his boundless energy ensures that he has constant support for his winger, who is most commonly either Semenyo or Utara, whether it be on the outside or on the inside. And as you can see, Bournemouth is attacking more on the left side than any other area of the pitch. The variety of runs that makes Kerkez more difficult to defend against, and it's no wonder that given how much he offers in his position, that Iraola has constructed his attack around Kerkez. Bournemouth Direct have a higher percentage of attacks down their left flank than any other side in the Premier League. Kerkez is a major threat when crossing from near the byline, as shown with his assists to Brooks and Semenyo against Everton and Manchester City respectively this season. He can also deliver diagonally from deeper areas, as he did with his stunning cross for Tavernier's opener in Bournemouth's 2-2 draw with Tottenham, following an interception, and he made a driving run up the left flank, which highlighted his unique blend of power and precision. And as you can see, he has already a couple of goals, a lot of shots, and a lot of passes in the attacking third. His shot assist map shows a roughly even split between those two scenarios, storming to the byline and crossing from further back, and that further illustrates his appeal. A move to Liverpool may seem the most logical next step, given his stylistic similarities to the aging Andy Robertson and the influence of the Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes, who, don't forget, brought Kerkez to Bournemouth from AZ Alkmaar. As a fellow Hungarian, I watched Kerkez very closely this season, and he has had an absolutely terrific season, much better than last season, and he's about to explode on the world stage. If he goes to the best club in the Premier League right now, Liverpool, I think his profile will go even higher, and 45 million pounds could look to be a bargain in years to come, because remember, he's only 21 years old. So with more experience, and with also playing with better players and playing with a much better manager, that could elevate his skill set, his talent even more. Exclusive from Graham Bailey, who is a transfer expert when it comes to Liverpool, is that Liverpool have not yet made a final decision on their top summer transfer target, because they are not just looking at Milos Kerkez but at other players. Of course, Milos Kerkez attracting a lot of interest from many clubs, and Liverpool retain a strong interest in Anthony Robinson from Fulham, but he's 27, 28 years old, so he's not the kind of profile that Liverpool would like to bring in, but that it can't be ruled out. And their stats are mixed up here, because Milos Kerkez is the one who has 2 goals and 5 assists, and Anthony Robertson is the one who has 0 goals but 10 assists as well. But also, can't forget that Anthony Robertson is 6 years older than Milos Kerkez. The dilemma is not understood to be a financial one. They both would cost the same amount. So it doesn't make sense to go for a player 6 years older than Kerkez when they are on a similar level. Kerkez has loads of potential. Anthony Robertson, this is as good as it gets. He's peaking at 27 years old. Of course, either Fulham or Bournemouth won't stand in the way of any of these players if a bigger club comes calling, because that's their model, and they can't pay the wages that Liverpool can offer to any of these players. Iraola said Milos Kerkez has improved a lot from past season, and he has done a great job, I think, defensively. I think he's a player that, because of his physical condition, arrives so many times to the last third with the ball under control, to boot good crosses, that the number of assists of good balls he was having was quite low last season, because he arrives a lot and he has this good offensive power. But this season he's deciding much better. he's adding quality to his deliveries. He's more calm when he arrives around the box. And today was a lovely ball. I think he spends a lot of time crossing, and at the end of training we have to fight with him to bring him inside. I think it's good that at least it's worth it, and today he had a really good delivery. So yeah, Milos Kerkez has improved his delivery in the final third a lot. And as you can see, when it all comes to crosses completed, chances created, touches in the opposition box, he's in the top 12 when it comes to fullbacks in the Premier League. Dribbles completed, possessions won in the defensive third. He's 6th when it comes to fullbacks throughout the whole league. And considering Bournemouth are a small club when it comes to Premier League stature, that's an amazing achievement. And left back is a priority position for Liverpool, alongside signing a striker and a winger. If Liverpool are successful with those positions, then they will look to move on to a new right back, a central midfielder and a left-footed centre back. But striker and left back are the two priority positions, and maybe signing a winger as well if Chiesa and Diaz leave, but we shall wait and see. So at the moment it looks like Milos Kerkez's representatives have reached out to Arsenal and Chelsea to see what kind of offers they would have for Kerkez when it comes to a contract offer. But at the moment Liverpool are currently in pole position to secure his signature. Liverpool are in a desperate need of a quality left back, and he's certainly good enough to play for a much bigger club than Bournemouth, and he could be the ideal long-term replacement for Andy Robertson, who is a shadow of his former self, and he makes quite a lot of errors. Kerkez is valued between 40 and 50 million pounds. I think 50 million would be a little bit too high, but I could certainly get behind even a 50 million transfer for Milos Kerkez, just because of how young he is and how much potential he has. Arne Slot also said that he is so proud over his debut season. He said, yes, clearly it makes me proud. But I've also said many times before, and that's also true, that you are not thinking at the front of your mind about what you can actually expect at the end of the season. What I mean by expect is you are not thinking about where you are in the Champions League at the end of the season, where you are in the Premier League. But of course, nobody, I think, would have thought that if Liverpool didn't sign a player and you had a year in which they finished third but also had Europa League, which allowed them to let everyone rest during the week. And this season we were in the Champions League, so less rest, less rotation. I don't think you can expect that you can play for the Premier League title in the 5th game before the end. That makes you proud work-wise, certainly. So it's not just an amazing achievement that Arne Slot is going to win the title this season, but we can already win the title with 5 games to go. That is an incredible achievement. The earliest any team won the title was 7 games before the end of the season, and that was in the 2019-2020 season, where Liverpool were just so good. It was absolutely amazing. We got 99 points that season, and nobody could live with us. And Arne Slot wants perfection from his teams. He said, I always said that as a manager, everywhere around the world, everyone wants to achieve perfection. That will probably never work out, but even in the last few weeks we are still trying to get better in certain areas, keeping the standards as high as we had them for the whole season. We are so close, maybe in some parts of the season and in some games, to perfection, but in other moments we have to do so much better, and Liverpool have to become even better. And that's what makes me so excited, that Arne Slot wants this team to be even better. This is only the beginning of the Arne Slot era, and what a beginning to win the title in the first season. Parts of the season we were maybe quite close to that, or phases in a game, but in general every manager that works at a top club wants to have control of a whole game every single minute, but that is hardly possible in this Premier League. There were phases also during the season where we didn't have that control, so I think we can do, and we have to become even better than we are now, and we can become better. That is definitely my opinion. And also, I also know out of experience that you cannot play 38 games at this level, so it will always be a bit like this, a little bit up and down. The positive thing from us this season is that we never went down a lot. Even if we didn't have control, I would like to. Liverpool weren't in a huge slump. Yes, we lost 2 games, but that came with 24-25 game unbeaten run in between. And just one more point for Liverpool to be crowned champions. And with 5 games to go, that is an amazing position and an unexpected position to be in. And Liverpool already had a title win against Tottenham that happened before at Anfield. Liverpool clinched the league title against Tottenham on 2 occasions. In 1988, Liverpool won 1-0 at Anfield to win the league with 4 games to go. And in 1982, Bob Paisley defeated Tottenham 3-1 at Anfield with 1 game to go to win the title. So this could be the 12th time that Liverpool have confirmed themselves as champions while playing at Anfield, and Liverpool have waited long enough. So make it happen and make Anfield red, just like Van Dijk said. And I really hope that a lot of Liverpool fans dress in red today. And I thought, let's wear my retro Adidas kit, because next season we will have the Adidas sponsor. Just absolutely love this retro kit. So come on Liverpool, let's win the league, let's win the Premier League today. I'm so excited for it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.